Hey guys, Chris with CT Golf Reviews here. We are at Crestbrook Park Golf Course in Watertown, Connecticut. Let's get out and play our round. Dude, I don't know why, but the last 4 times I've decided to play golf, it's been like ridiculously windy. Like, look at this. It's crazy. Crestbrook Park Golf Course is a town-owned 18-hole course in Watertown, Connecticut. It was originally a private 9-hole course until it was bought out by Watertown in 1975. In 1980, they added 9 extra holes to it, making it its 18-hole layout that it is today. I'm actually a little excited because I asked around and a couple of people have contacted me when I announced that I was going to be playing here. We're talking, this is like the 3rd or the 4th highest ranked golf course in the area. And I mean, when I say the area, we're talking like the entire west part of Connecticut. So let's see what it has to offer. Dude, look at the length of this tee box. You can land a plane on here. So, I have never walked on grass this soft. These are my footprints. I don't know if that's how the rest of the fairways are going to be, or like I don't know if I should worry about that. So I like how they give you little hints for each hole in the layout of the hole. That's actually really cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say I like this lie. The tree's right in front of the green. I mean, come on, how do I do this? All right, let's try to make a birdie. I just flop shot at a 3. So, my first initial reaction to the course, aside from it being ridiculously windy, which wind follows me. I don't know what it is. I could be in a place where wind does not exist and it will follow me. The course is really nice looking, but it's also really hard. It's difficult. It's like the rough is ridiculous. The greens are really fast, and I don't know. I gotta figure out how to play without taker. Like, I'm back to when I was shooting 26 and 27 handicap because I don't have my driver, you know? So, it is what it is, I guess. So, there are little foam patches and lines on the ground. Could anybody tell me why these are here? Because I've noticed them on some of the tee boxes. And, I mean, granted, it smells amazing, but I don't know what they're for. Oh, gotta go golf ball hunting. Hope there's no snakes in here. Or any lively living thing for that matter. A whole bunch of balls here though, I'll tell you that. Nah, you know what I don't want? Ticks. I don't like ticks. That was like that far away from the cup. .228 yards. This is a par 3. That's long, man. I just want to take a second to just say how like nice that looks. I feel like I'm on a private course. So, when I was playing Laurel View, I came off of one of the bunkers the wrong way after a chip shot, and I hurt my knee. So, I kind of tripped a little bit over on the green. I don't think it's going to be too much to like affect my game or anything, but I do have a history of knee problems. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Where the hell did that guy come from? Look, that's a horrible lie. Look at that. And I can tell you what happened too, all right? Carol Baskin's husband's ghost came into the course and messed my shot up. No other explanation, dude. I mean, really? Hey, shout out to Rick Shields. I literally just saw a video yesterday on how to do that. So that restaurant right there, I think it's called Sunset or something. It's part of the whole property here. This entire course is a, it's like this one big park. So you got the course here, you got a lake over there, you got the restaurant there, all the way down there you got like playgrounds and stuff. But that smells really good. Alright, so I'm done with the first half. My first impression is I like it. Nope, I just hit my camera. I like it. The course is hard. And I actually just met two of the kids who work here. And they're telling me that the back nine's even harder than the front nine. And if that means anything, then something tells me I'm going to be in for quite the second half. So, yeah. I don't like the rough. I think it's crazy hard. Yeah. Dude, check out some of the views that this place has. Look at that. Like, I can tell you now, a little spoiler alert, scenery's getting a good score. Ready? Flop shot, over the sand, onto the green. That's right, Rockstar. Dude, no way. That ball is embedded in there, dude. Look at this. Any harder, that thing would be underground. Which sucks, because that could have been a great bounce, because the green's right there. Alright, well, I guess the whole ruling here is you mark it. Oh yeah, that was in there. And then you, what do you, drop it? Do you, like, I don't know, hold on, let me, I don't know if that's the rule. Someone let me know if that's the rule. I know I can't play it out of there, so I'm just going to play it from here. I'm about to tee off on 18, and as usual, I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. Does mean a lot. It really does. I've been actually getting some, I'm putting my clubs back in my bag. I've been getting some feedback from people, and I really like that, so thank you. Quick shout out to Rumblin Tumblers. Go get your customized tumblers on Facebook. The link is down below. So let's get to the 18th hole, and then we'll get to the review. Alright guys, that's it for Crestbrook Park Golf Course in Watertown, Connecticut. Let's get back and do the final review. Alright guys, let's get into the review for Crestbrook Park Golf Course in Watertown, Connecticut. I had a great time at the course. I had been wanting to play there for a while because it had a lot of hype. I'm going to be straight up honest with you, but people were talking about this place when I brought it up on my Facebook page and Facebook in general. People were saying that it was pretty good. And when I did the research, their website says it's like I believe they said it's the 3rd highest rated course in the area. And you know what? I had to take all of that into consideration when I was playing and when I was reviewing and thinking about how I would rate everything. And I'm not gonna lie, they kind of lived up to their hype. So let's get right into it. Difficulty, I'm gonna give a 7. The rough was pretty bad. I mean, we're talking. There were some parts where I smacked the ball as hard as I can going out of the rough, and it moved like 10 yards, just because of the fact that in some spots it was really thick, in some spots it was wet. They were also mowing the grass as I was there, so it was definitely fresh. I can say that there was a lot that that factored into the difficulty, and when the rough is fresh and when the grass is freshly cut, that makes a huge difference. You know, the greens were incredibly quick. They were a lot quicker than the putting green, and it also didn't help that it was really windy. I don't know what it is with me playing golf on windy days. I'm pretty sure that when I play Shuttle Meadow in 2 days, because it's Monday today, and on Wednesday I'm playing Shuttle Meadow in Berlin. I'm hoping it isn't windy. I'm hoping it isn't raining. But the wind, the rough, the greens, you know, the some of the fairways are pretty narrow. They curved around a little bit. There weren't a lot of dog legs, so that's one thing I was happy about. And surprisingly, the one dog leg that I did play, I did really good at. I also hurt my knee on that hole too. So I'm gonna give the difficulty a 7. Scenery's getting an 8. The course is gorgeous, and there's actually some spots that remind me of different courses that I've played. Like, as I was going through the front 9, it's as you're going into the park, because the whole property is one big park. So you go in, and there's the course on the left-hand side and in the back, and on the right-hand side you've got some trails that go around this big pond, and there's like a restaurant and a tennis area and a playground and stuff. So it's one big gigantic facility, obviously owned by the town. Parks and Recs and Public Works is in there too, I believe. I believe it's Parks and Recs, I may be wrong. But they do a really good job at making the place look good. When you go into the course, on your right hand side, you've got the front nine. And when I was looking at it at first, it made me think Tradition at Oak Lane, which I haven't reviewed yet, which I would like to very soon. But it's one of those where it's flat, but there's trees that kind of like, you know, make up the fairways and divide the fairways, so it's not really linksy, but it's not necessarily like easy to just drive straight or, you know, drive sideways and try to hook, because you really have to be careful of where the trees are. Because like I said, some of the spots are really narrow. The back nine is more of a kind of, you know, you just follow the holes to the next one, and then you go back and then you follow it again to the next one. There were more par threes on the back nine than there were the front nine, and I believe, what was it, the 17th hole where I took a 5-iron and I hit the ball off the tee. It went straight up. It was looking great. It hit the ground and it disappeared. And it turns out that ball was indented into the ground about that much, so about 1.5, 2 inches. Yeah, as you saw, I didn't know what the ruling was on that, so I kind of just dropped it. I mean, who cares? It's not a competition, right? But ironically, it did just happen. It happened at the PGA Championship, and they made a big deal about it. But then again, there was also $15 million on the line that let's face it, we kind of knew that DJ was going to get it. But, you know, they do a great job. The grass was amazingly kept. The fairways were amazingly kept. The tee boxes, I mean, granted, some of those tee boxes were long, but those were kept up really well too. The only thing is, they were really, really soft. I've never played on grass that soft. It made hitting the ball out of the rough harder, because it's just like the club just wanted to dig into the ground, and like the ball didn't want to go anywhere. But overall, you get the scenery of the lake, you get some great shots of other holes. It looked really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the better looking courses in that area of the state, and I've played a couple of them. I haven't reviewed them yet, obviously. So scenery is gonna get an 8. Staff, I'm going to give a 6, because the few people that I talked to, I mean, they were nice. There were 2 kids that were playing behind me that asked me about my channel, so if you're watching, this is what it is. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button. The only thing is, and I'm surprised about this, because a course that has this much hype and, you know, publicity and you know, good, I would say, reputation, they didn't have any logo balls. Like, what's up with that? You know, but you know, they were able to get me out on the course relatively quickly. They were able to help me out and, you know, get me to where I had to go, and I got my cart, and yeah, you know, so everybody I talked to was pretty nice. So staff is gonna get a 6. Layout, I'm gonna give a 6 as well. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty decent little track, and they had full cart pass, so that got them a point. Some of the par 4s are ridiculously long. Some of the par 4s should be par 5s. And that also adds to the difficulty a little bit. That's something I forgot to mention, is the fact that the 11th hole is like a 500-yard par 4. And if it wasn't for the fact that, like, look, if I had Taker, I'd be doing a lot better. I shot 105 today, which is the first time I've shot 105 in a long time. But you know, I was using All Reliable off the tee, and I had to really swing. I had to really, like, play with the wind and play against the wind, and I was learning I was trying to figure out how to shape shots around the trees and stuff, and around the corners and everything. But the course, the holes are long. The holes are pretty long. I'm going to say that right. They have a 240-yard par 3 that All Reliable couldn't hit. I think if I had Taker, I would have been able to probably drive it, or at least attempt to get the ball a little closer. But otherwise, I like the back and forth layout. There was some water that you had to play around. There were, the sand traps were very well kept. I noticed there was a guy who was actually driving around raking the sand traps throughout my round. So you know what? Kudos. They're keeping up with it. That's really good, and they're making it easy to follow. The one thing that I did like too, that I actually haven't seen this in a long time. I don't remember where I saw it, but I'll have to think. On the hole markers, you know, it tells you what hole it is, your par, how, you know, how far away you are from certain tee boxes. It gives you little hints as to how to play the hole. So I was following those as I was going. And I really like those. And I think more courses should do that, because that's a really good idea, you know, especially for beginners. Like if you're not a member of the course, or you don't play there too often, and you want an idea of how to play and how to figure out, you know, where you should hit your shots and all that, if you're not good at reading the fairways and all that, that would be a great idea. Have like a little description, little hints as to what you can do, and it makes it easier. So layout's gonna get a 6. My overall score for Crestbrook Park Golf Course in Watertown, Connecticut is going to be a 7.3, the old Big Red. I'm impressed. It was a great little park. It was a great little course. If I ever make it up to that area again, I think I would go and play it. I hope they get logo balls next time, because I mean, let's face it would have been a 7-8 if they had a logo ball, but I gotta take half of a point off. Yeah, guys, I would definitely recommend, if you're in the area, if you want a nice place to go to that's a little difficult, that, you know, isn't gonna bang you up too bad, I would suggest coming here. It's a great little hidden area. Like, it's not off of a highway. It's off of Route 63, but it's off of a road off of Route 63. But the Litchfield Hills are amazing, and it's one of my favorite places in the state. So, you know, I would definitely suggest going there. Guys, really quickly, I want to give a shout out to Rumblin Tumblers. Go and get your tumblers down below. Facebook.com/Rumblin Tumblers. You can get all your customized cups and stuff for your drinks. I know the holidays are coming up, and if you need presents, there you go. Guys, I'm Chris with CT Golf Reviews. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get notified whenever I put up a new video. I will see you next time.